as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
On the double. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's the pass. Recon 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey.
Come on, D. Mike 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Now!
Second and 5. Escaping and right away he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Hey, Orbit.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. You're trapped. You're trapped.
Get it.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
51. Hey, get in the weight room. Check 31. Check 31.
61. Matchbox lights. Cut.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
51. Squeeze, double tight.
X3. 218.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first
Let's
and
go,
10
boys. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Lawson, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ready, ready. Go, go.
You must be true. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ready, 50, plant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Snap.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
4 down. Check. Check safety.
2nd and 9 now. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Man, I got got you. Switch.
Greystone, travel. Hey, high 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Dolphins nothing.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Get it.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now here's Ross. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Mike 51.
80 weapon.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey.
To Mike. 51 to Mike.
Hey, tight step.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Take 4. Bravo. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 6. Buying time to his left. Open man is Uzama. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong left, strong left.
Hey, watch that. Fair. Hey, echo.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Box, right. Check the squeeze.
Check 43.
Hey, Charlie.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Once again, they run with Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You got tight right there. Shift.
Protein spill. Yo, go. Hit it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Give me that ball, defense.
Chance. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Hey.
Shoot.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 44-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
57.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to Mixon on first down. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. You're out.
Let's go. Watch the slant. Shoot.
Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hey, turn it out.
Mixon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever.
I'm coming after you.
They're going to look to throw. He's got Green. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 36-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Let's go.
Hey.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
You draw Corker. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
50 seconds left. Get that quarterback. And on.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to go for it all. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. It got his man complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, it's Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. Catch made by Slayton. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
You're not ready. Watch quick.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He finds Robinson, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
I got you. Shift.
2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up second down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mixon. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Miami, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.